We'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The inside handoff. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Turning it on. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Green. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year. They get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always
going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Running through contact.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moore will throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for his man in the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that 15. To the air, it's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Platt. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. DB's right up on the receivers. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, that time he's just trying to get through his progressions, and there's nothing open downfield. He did find his running back out and flat, but just threw that one out a little too far in front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Blake. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for a huge play. Got it in stride inside the 20. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it. He's got it. First down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown! much needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking for space. It's Whittington.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give to the tailback. He's loose. Oh, out of space. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Oh, he is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sends it back in motion, looking for a man. It's Green. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass in the perimeter and double coverage.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Pirates on the move. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Moore will throw. Under fire. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Got it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something that we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Tight end now in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Green. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, he might be going to the line.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here we go. Going to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
Another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Green. He's taking the shot. It's caught. Off and running. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll try to power it in. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On the ground, it's Hughes. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Moore to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on third. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Using his legs, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Buying some time. Got him downfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Green. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The snap sets up the throw. Takes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fights off the defender. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, better look out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
25.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fighting off the defender. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze.